You already know who it is and what it is. We back at y'all with another one. Thisyourstop podcast. You already know what it is and who it is, the voice of this shit. All you niggas out there, I see y'all working, gotta catch up. But we in the building, we got an author with us. You know what I'm saying? One of my homies I grew up with. So I did a lot of, swap and spit with the nigga. You know what I'm saying? But we got Ronald Martin, the author.
Yes, sir.
You want to tell them any other names? You want to just keep it at that?
Also, AKA Riz. You can call me Riz if you like. But Ronald's the honorable name. Whichever makes you happy. It's good.
All
right, buddy.
And tell them the name of the book. What's the book name, man?
The name of the book is Just Think. It's on all book platforms. Go to Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Walmart, whatever book platform is available for you. You can order it from there, or you can see me personally.
How do they reach you personally to get at you?
Thank you for that question. That's a good question. You reach me on Facebook. Go by Raw Mess, as you see on the name. Oh, I go by Raw Mess. And also, you can reach me on Instagram, Raw Mess _0626. Twitter is the same. Raw Mess _0626. And
what they do, they just cash app you. How do they get at you? Like, if I wanted a book, what is it like? Yo, send you the cash app, and then you will come through with the books.
We could work out a cash app situation, whatever have you, or you could just meet up with me personally as well. I also deliver. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the vicinity,
so
if you can't reach me, you can go online and order a book. You know what I'm saying?
So basically delivering like the local areas, the 508, 617, 401, any of them areas, we could get a book near you. You know what I'm saying? And if not, you already know this shit stop. Reach out to somebody. Somebody could get you in touch with them. We could definitely get you the book. So if you can't, all other avenues fail, reach out to us, man. The voice got his hand on it. Let's get into it, man. So how long you been writing this thing? And this is a good read, you know what I'm saying? I read it, definitely a good read. For the people that know me, I like books, I like fucking with books. So I'm credible when it comes to books. I'm just not a dude that be like, oh, I glanced at it, you know what I'm saying? Definitely kicking some shit. A lot of interesting things, a lot of different things, a lot of things, me knowing you. I think I said that, like, this podcast give me more ways to get to know people that I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people, we, deal with each other on street shit, and, so we don't ever get into, like, the thinking of each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Each other's thinking, and, some of the shit you stand for or stand on or believe in. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I think because we've been around each other so long, we feel we know each other, but we don't know each other. Because when I sit down with dudes like this, it gives me more of an insight on who people really are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From just what people know from the streets.
Not just the surface.
Absolutely.
Not just the surface, not judging just by the surface.
So what made you reach out to somebody to write this book for you?
Well, I didn't reach out to anybody to write this book. I didn't reach out to anybody. I reached out to myself, in fact, right? But to answer your question, I started writing a book in 2018 when I was incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? I just thought about something I was doing at the time. I said, damn, I need to do something. You know what I mean? With this time that I have to do.
Right.
Unfortunately, but I try to turn a negative into a positive. So I started writing, started thinking about different shit I was going through.
Right.
And remedies for what I'm going through. Just reflecting on what happened, what's been happening, what was happening, excuse me. I'm like, but damn, man, what's the remedy for this? Like, dealing with self-refinement. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna write a book. And it's not just gonna be for me. It's gonna be for my peers. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's welcome to be my peers as long as they can get along with me.
What made you go that way with the book instead of, like, everybody kind of come with a autobiography, kind of their first book.
Well, some of my experiences in life, I couldn't speak on. So, in them experiences that I've dealt with, right? I'm like, well, shit. I can speak on remedies for some of the issues that I can't speak on. You see what I'm saying? I will not reveal certain things. That's just me. I'm not going to reveal certain things. So I definitely took my time on thinking about what I was going to write about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to get into like certain details. You have to figure it out yourself if you can.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So it was more like, I want to be the difference.
Indifferent, yeah. What?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, I'm looking at issues. Right? I'm like, well, damn, we took this route. Some of our ancestors took this route. What can be different? Can I bring a different route? You see what I'm saying?
True indeed.
Or just to add on, not to take away from individuals who have presented certain ways of doing things, but just to add on. That's how I look at things. I be wanting to add on, not just.
Do you feel like, the community you would speak to, do you feel like we are, like a change base? You know what I'm saying? Like, far as like something could come that can bring a change to our community?
Say that again one more time.
Do you look at it like,
Do I look at the community?
right, like far as bringing a change to them, do you feel
that I can bring a change to the community?
No, that the community want to change.
Oh, want to change? Yeah. Yeah. A lot of things have changed, so I think that the community want to change. I mean, certain things have not been as consistent as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Let me say, I'm gonna give an example, like baggy jeans. In the 90s, we was rocking baggy jeans. They was real baggy.
Right.
To our acknowledgement, we didn't notice how baggy they was, and but for some of us who grew up in certain communities, we was wearing baggy jeans. Let me rephrase that. And as we got older, moved forward, the jeans wasn't baggy, so baggy anymore. You know what I mean? Fit.
I feel like
straight. Want to straighten it out.
I feel like every couple generations bring new shit that some of the elders adapt to, some don't. Because I look at like a lot of the older ones before we got Big Steve in the building. You already know what it is. Spank behind the camera.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Shouts
but
out.
I think of dudes that still dress like far still wear theirs loose. Ain't wearing they shit fitted at all. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people like that. So I feel like it changed. But when I said wanting to change, I meant like in education, wanting a job. Like, do you feel we come from a community to where there are really people that want jobs that can't get jobs, or want an education and can't get an education?
Well, from my experience in our community, our immediate community, and from what I've seen in other communities, yes. There's always complaints about individuals lacking in the educational department or the workforce. It's not enough jobs. The education is.
But now they saying it's not enough people for these jobs. Like, it's hella jobs open right now. That's what I'm saying about like
the change.
And I was saying that even when me and you was talking about honesty, I think in our community, honesty is not big. We do a lot of bullshit into each other. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
I feel like we're not from a point where people are really like, yo, tomorrow, man, if some shit was open, I'll go get a job. Mm-hmm. I don't believe that. I don't believe niggas really want an education. I know a bunch of niggas that if they had it and they wouldn't go to school 5 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at some point, I think with learning comes truth. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, yo, you have to look at what is around you. And that's why I said, like, with the book, I feel people will get it that is at our age level, our thinking level. A young kid, probably not. You know what I'm saying?
That's where we have to stop underestimating the youngins, because at an earlier age than what I am now, I was still listening. You know what I'm saying? Trying to learn, wanting to learn. I was eager to learn. I'm always eager to learn to this day. You know what I'm saying? So I may not have came across certain information that was available.
But even in the 90s, niggas wanted to know more street shit than they wanted to know school shit. Like, school wasn't the popular shit in the 90s. That wasn't like what everybody was like. It was a couple niggas that went, but for a lot of niggas, it was like, nigga, fuck school. I'm out here moving, or I'm trying to get it, or I'm at the bitch crib. Like, and that's
I was one of them.
That's what I'm trying to say. So, in me thinking sometime, some of my thoughts come from my own honesty.
Yes.
Like, when I was there, did you want it? Fuck no. Now that I'm older and I understand, do education make sense? Yeah. But then, no, not at all.
But we all have our various reasons or situations that we go through that brings that forth. You see what I'm saying? Like me, like I said, I wanted to learn and shit. I would go to school. Okay, I'll go to school. But there were certain situations I was dealing with outside around them times that I was like, you know what, fuck school.
No, I definitely believe that.
You feel what I'm saying? It's not because that we don't want to.
The crib
it's
was
that certain circumstances that you're under causes individuals to react to situations. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like, you know, and I always say that from the instance of a nigga that hustle, right? And a nigga that work. The nigga that hustle look at the working nigga like, damn, nigga, you get up every morning, go to work, boom, boom, boom. So his whole living that way is built on freedom he think he had, right? When the working man, if you did both of these salaries at the end of the year, the working man probably make more than the street nigga. It's a fact. We believe in like bullshit realities that seem real. Like, and it's only real in our little community.
Yeah.
It's not real nowhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the first time I seen like what an education could get you, I was like, oh shit, this shit kind of cool. This shit dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I wish I would have did that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was with a nigga that was moving city to city, and damn near every city we went to, we knew a nigga from college. I was like, oh shit, damn, you probably should have went to school and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you start finding other loopholes in it. But, you know, I just think, like, one thing with our community, I feel like honesty is hard to grip with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something just hard. It's generational hard. Not even just one. That shit's just hard. Because I feel like that's what never changed it. It's just like the mother that say she didn't know her son was wilding. But knew her son was wilding. Knew this nigga had a hammer. And now when he get killed, it's a different story.
Indeed.
And that is how we live. That is how we raise our kids. We raise them under fictitious shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like...
Or misleading information.
Right, so it's
still
like...
fictitious.
You can't be like, I wanted the best for him, but I know this nigga had the hammer in the crib and... You know what I'm saying? So when he get killed, ain't no surprise. It's fucked up. Your mother, you're always gonna hurt. But you knew what the fuck your son was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I, like, something about me now, it kind of cringe me when I see it on the news, like a mother just, oh my baby, he never do no wrong, this motherfucker was shooting everything moving. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So I feel like at some point we gotta be honest, and that shit start in our household with our kids, and you know what I'm saying, with our brothers, with our sisters. Like, that shit is really a trait. You know, I look at some of the shit, most of the shit black men go through, it's over somebody not being real.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Misleading information. You're either going to get the right information or the wrong information. If you receive the wrong information, you're going to act upon it. If you receive the right information, you're going to act upon it.
Because when I was reading this book, I was like, damn, this nigga's smart. I didn't know this nigga was this smart.
Exactly,
I was like,
bro,
nigga, Cause you want to wear your hair dread, man. You gotta cut them shits off, man. Get a nice haircut, man.
This. That's what I like. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what I like.
Spit the fronts out.
Pete, this is what this book is for, man. This book is to show forth and prove that there are different platforms for us to present our abilities on, our skills or whatever it is.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It shows you that in the book.
Right.
When I wrote it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just be stuck on one thing or stagnant to certain things. You can elevate. You can move. I don't care how you dress, what the complexion be. None of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't limit yourself because of the surface information.
True.
Don't let people judge you because of what you look like. You know what I'm saying? What they know. Like, I had made a post a while ago on Facebook. I was telling individuals I want them to read the book. And I was really talking to a lot of my family members and peers. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, don't just buy the book just because it's me.
That's what the niggas is
I want you to read into this. Like, you can see things that you haven't known about me internally.
This shit,
you see what I'm saying? Like,
this shit's like,
I take time to learn too.
Right. But this shit like a diploma. Niggas just put this shit up in their house. Look at Nephew's book.
Yeah.
Never read that shit in their life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I accept that. I appreciate that as well.
But that's where it is when it's
the
like
image, the judgment.
Right, but
don't judge a book by its cover.
The crazy shit is even family do it.
Word,
that's
true.
Riz. Well, you know what I'm saying? What are you saying? Cause I hear, but see, they don't.
I got a brother right now. Ain't read the book yet. He got a copy of it.
Real shit.
He ain't read it yet.
And I be,
but he builds with me.
Right.
So I can imagine, but nah, you got to go in and see.
But they always say they could imagine.
Yeah, I know you. No.
Do it in reality.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
Yes. But see, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Some of this shit, like, even as we move in our endeavors, the people around us show the lack of. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, yo, I'm on my shit. Yo, I got a brother, we chop it up, but he ain't even had the time to read it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people around me to where it's like, yo, they never watched a podcast of mine. So it shows you niggas is not gonna do homework to get any different information. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Someone lazy like that.
But it shows.
And that's what this book is for. I'm trying to inspire individuals not to be lazy like that. And it goes for me. I wrote it. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, giving a bitch dick don't even make that bitch not lazy.
Not lazy.
Word, to make that, like, motherfuckers just be stuck in them lazy trends. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
what
they used to.
It be coming to that to me. You know, I even noticed that, like, your lady can know you. She don't think you that smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, men go through a bunch of shit to where it be the people closest to you that be like, nah, how was you gonna write a book?
I have to disagree with that one. For the ones who are close enough, when y'all communicate, just to add on, I'm gonna tell you why I disagragree with that one. I'm not saying that you're wrong, right. But for the ones who...
This is my show, I'm always right.
For the ones who... Customers always right, you know, but no bullshit. For the ones who are closer, right, to you, they engage with you more. What comes out when you communicate with them, you know what I mean? Like, if you're an individual with common sense, or you know you think like that when y'all talk, people gonna hear it when you talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Words matter. So definitely when you speak to your peers or your friends, your close friends, and your family member, they're gonna expect you to come off like that, however it is, or what they used to. See, we was in the streets.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Now, being real,
but listen, family, when we was, remember this, I'm sure anybody can relate to this too. When we was in the streets, certain things, we link up, a lot of times, we was focused on certain street activities that we was focused on. That's what the focus was. Right. And that's what we talk about.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? But remember, when we part, we had to go to school too. Or go back home. There's more information coming in.
Right.
Not just when we're with each other. When we depart, we gravitate to other information. Right. School learn this, I might learn this, but when I come to the in your presence, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this.
Right, and that's what I just said.
So you'll never see it until we come to this point.
And then we
like, bro, I didn't know you was on that time.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to tell you about when I get into these interviews. I don't know dudes be on that.
But part of the show, I'm living out this book, for those who don't know.
Right.
I wrote this book, I'm living it out though. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, this has been...
So, off top.
This is lived. Everything in here is true through my experience. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm definitely living it out. You seeing it now, as opposed to the past in certain situations.
No bullshit.
Yeah, that was savage.
This nigga was savage. Talking about, yeah, I'm intelligent.
I was an intelligent savage though. You feel what I'm saying?
Niggas
like we have intelligent. That's what I mean. Like people look at individuals as though. Even in our endeavors,
so he wasn't a nigga that asked for the 9. The nigga be like, let me get the N-I-N-E.
Whatever, however it works.
Nigga intelligent like a motherfucker.
Yo, I'm just saying.
That's real.
People look at individuals who go through hardships or has dealt with the streets as if individuals is limited.
Nah, because
there are intelligent individuals who have been through certain hardships.
Nah, but the one thing you said is true as shit, because that's what I said from the beginning. I think we all kind of judge each other by books sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even when a nigga be like, yo, I got a book coming. Fuck this ain't gonna talk about. You know, that just be your natural thinking and shit. I even think that when I was doing the podcast, fuck this ain't gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand it takes motherfuckers to get to figure out, okay, yeah, I could, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta make shit to where it's edible to people. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing I tell people when you're thinking about doing something, you know, and this was for all the entrepreneurs that's thinking about doing something, first and foremost, know who your audience is. Know who you writing to. Know who you talking to. Know who... So whenever you do it, you can give it your best and know how to communicate with those people. You know, I always tell people when they say, yo, you swear a lot on your pod. And I be like, I ain't talking to the motherfuckers that don't swear. That ain't the motherfuckers my podcast is for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but truthfully, profane language exists though.
It do.
In every household, all over the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like deal with it in reality. It's not what you say, it's how you said it.
But I told you that was the same thing with people don't wanna deal with shit in reality. This is why everybody use drugs. This is why everybody drink. Cause nigga, reality is the last shit a motherfucker wanna be in. That'd be the worst of people. So that's why I told you there's a lot of people that go to the mirror and brush their teeth with their eyes closed.
I think that's shame. Or, you know, embarrassment.
No bullshit. A lot of motherfuckers. Some motherfuckers walk away, go in the living room and brush their teeth. Cause they can't just sit there and damn, man, I gotta live with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into what made you come up with the title just then.
Cause that's exactly what I was doing. At the time, I started thinking about writing a book. See, I was a music artist first. Like, I write rhymes. You know what I'm saying? I was writing rhymes. I said, damn, I could write good. To me, I can write good. And I've got good feedback from people who I'm, associated with on the music and shit. So I'm like, damn, I want to do a little something different. Listening to the music today and not being involved full throttle in the music. As I still write. I'm just saying. As far as content, I haven't put no content out there. But I'm like, well, shit. It's the same thing, regurgitating. Same shit. People talk about certain things. It just I got aggravated with it. For me, because I'm a creator, bro. I look at myself as a creator. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, I want to come through with create something different. Show something different. Show another side to the way of life, our culture. You know what I'm saying? This author shit is a part of the culture. It contributes to the culture. Definitely. You see what I'm saying? So I want to show individuals, yo, bro, we can. I mean, there are other artists out there who's submitted books to the public. You feel me? So in our community, bro, there's not a lot of authors in our community out here in Boston. You know what I mean? That's been through certain experiences that we've been through.
Nah, but now
you know what I'm saying?
A lot of dudes is writing them. The only thing I feel is like, everybody write that same gang shit.
There you go. I want to
You
do
know what I'm
something
saying?
different.
Everybody write the yo, we was killing them up, and I tell niggas, man, anytime we talk about Boston in the 90s, wasn't no realest hood. Everywhere your ass would have got smoked up. Like, that was the 90s, nigga. Like, the 90s, it wasn't no, these niggas it was names you probably heard about more because they was probably doing more dumb shit. Cause that's a lot of shit we was doing, was a lot of dumb shit, beating niggas up that was getting off the bus, a bunch of shit. But, I tell niggas that in the 90s, everybody was hard. You know what I'm saying? In the 90s, that's why I say we lived by a different code then. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the same shit. Let's get into chapter 1, man. Supreme Being. What you meant?
That's what I meant by see itself as the creator. Supreme Being is the Most High being on earth.
So you the Most High?
Oh, we are the Most High.
Oh, we are.
It is lived out. I could prove that in no limited time because look, man, who rules the earth? Who runs the earth?
Man,
I mean, who we train other animals. You see what I'm saying? Like animals don't train us. Nothing has great domain over us.
Dumbass animals.
I mean, we teach. We're the teachers.
Definitely.
All over the planet Earth. Concerning, I'm talking about mankind. We teach each other. Right. We run the earth. We are the lords of the earth. So definitely, yeah, Supreme Being us, and it's manifested. I know individuals have their certain ways of dealing with a creator, but let's look at the reality of it. How was the creator manifested into reality, like the physical plane where we live at, how we live? We on earth. Right. We on planet earth.
Right.
If we're the best examples of the Most High, then we need to praise ourselves as well.
How do you think?
So it's not a mystery.
How do you think one get to seeing himself like that? Because people don't start off like that, like, yo, I'm supreme.
Indeed. And yeah, you're right. Given the right information. Oh, man. Given the right information. Self-awareness. See, we have to become in tune with ourselves. When you start asking yourself, when you reflect on certain things in your life, if you're a type of person or individual who reflects on everything they go through or been through, you're going to start questioning yourself. Whatever you believe in, I know you're going to question yourself about it. Like, what's up with this? Well, why this don't go this way? Or why is this going this way or that way? And it's like, in reality, you are the maker. You're the one that manifests whatever's going on in your life. Like you make shit happen. You bring it to reality.
That takes...
Not just thought.
Right, that takes time to believe. And that shit takes a lot of time coming from where we from. Because it's not too many people that tell you are you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hold on. That's what I was saying just now, not to cut you off, brother. But see that right there, you saying that makes my mind go again. It's like it's gonna take us. It's gonna take ourselves to become aware of that. We can't rely on others. You are the supreme being.
No, what I'm saying is right, but what I'm saying is like,
you gotta want it.
Being supreme comes a lot easier when you're told that. Far as like
told you supreme, but what does supreme mean to you?
Right, and that's what I'm saying. As it's broken down to you, so. When I was young, I remember I used to always say to my moms, like, yo, I'm dark as shit, da-da-da-da. And I used to have that little thing about me being real dark. But she used to always be like, you the right complexion. Or always, you my chocolate baby. Like, always tried to give me a way to feel better about my skin complexion. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of shit she did let me be me. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me grow into me. Let me make my falls in. You know what I'm saying? Without trying to pick me up real quick. It was like, I feel that is one way. far as having an upbringing to where somebody put supreme being in you.
Yeah.
You know, a mother, a father. Usually when you got a father always tell you who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't learn it that way, then you learn it the way we learn it. And that's why I was telling Spank, I think the book though, because a lot of shit for you to learn, you had to be in that dark before. And if you ain't never been in that dark, you really don't know. Because the dark is what makes you see the light. You know what I'm saying?
That's powerful right there.
And a lot of people haven't been in that darkness. Like you said, the book came out of you being in the dark, which brought light. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all of us that been in that box for a couple months, started to find yourself. You know what I'm saying? You start to grow. You start to, because like you said, you're seeking new information. And at first it starts like,
from who?
From self.
From that darkness, from the self, right?
Right.
You didn't know about me having certain things in the dark until I presented it. You like, yo, bro, damn, I didn't know you was on that time.
Right.
I brought it to light.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So it takes for us to go inside ourselves and respect and deal with who we truly are.
But that's what I'm saying. You can only do that in the dark.
Get to the dark then.
And there's so many people that in their life never get to it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
as far as like reflected on themselves or reflected on their life?
On everything. Like,
I think everybody has a chance to look at what's going on inside of going on with themselves.
My son never
tried to at least given the opportunity to recognize themselves.
That come with harsh realities, and a lot of people haven't had harsh reality.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and like,
that's true.
What I say about
that's
like
true.
my son, he's smart, but he never been in the dark, so he never had to dig within himself.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
He always just had to be surface and figure it out. Oh yeah, let me go get a job. Let me call my father. Let me and my mom dudes. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He never had to really sit and be like, yo, how the fuck? Like, we had to do that. You had to go to a jail and nobody in that jail you knew. And you had to figure out how to fucking be a man.
Yeah. Or a certain hardship.
Or how to carry yourself forward.
There's a lot of hardships. Like, there's a lot of hardships besides jail, such as poverty. You know what I mean? Broken home, whatever you want to call it. It's a lot of hardships that cause individuals to go within.
The only reason I say that don't make people go within, because we done made that shit cool. So we done made poverty cool. So poverty don't make you look in self. It take you to really be fucked up to look at. Then you start seeing, right? Like, I think there's a such thing of being here. Just being.
Think there's a such thing as being here?
Just being. All people do is just be.
Oh, just existing.
Then I think there's a level of consciousness. I would say supreme being would be top of, I'm aware, not only of the hardships, the good things, I'm aware to everything around me, the presence, the flowers growing, everything. Indeed. I can feel the moisture in the air. It's crazy. I know what gives me life because I breathe it.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to know why, how, when,
that takes time. Because I was listening to somebody talk the other day, right? And they said, yo, the one thing about that hard shit, at some point you start to think, how did I even end up in this? Fuck, how did I end up here? How did this shit start even transpiring to get me in?
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So that is what, you know what I'm saying, I be talking about. Like, when it comes to supreme being, that shit's very big, because that is like a lot of knowing. That's a lot of within knowing self. You know,
well, it starts from the words too. Look at the word supreme. Look at the word being. You feel what I'm saying? Supreme, most high, being is to exist. We really exist. Is that a lie?
Not at all.
Are we not here right now?
We are.
Communicating?
Wow.
That's one element. That's one element that's proven.
Wow.
The Supreme, like you just narrated or stated, you know what I'm saying? The Most High, you're aware of everything. You know about the trees, you know about the oxygen, you know about yourself, the physical anatomy, you know about the animal, you know what I'm saying? You're aware of the whole planet Earth.
Because Supreme,
the atmosphere you're in, you're aware of it. You're
right.
Supreme.
Once
you
know
rise.
What all, like I know when I said that to a bro, she was telling me about some Christian shit, and I was like, nah, why would I have to go looking for God when I am God? And I mean, we was going out, I was like, bitch, you can't tell me God is in me, bitch. How you think I'm here now and breathing and kicking it with you and talking to you? We all God. I was like, you ever just get something profound and that shit just came to you? How you think it came to you? That shit was God.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
But can we label a person, place, a thing, a supreme being if they're not fully aware? So you have to be completely aware of certain what's going on. So I'm saying, like, she has not been given a certain the information to help her see that mentally.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You know what that comes. You know why that is.
Right.
The information she's been given has been hindering her from seeing herself as being top, supreme like that. But it's men.
And
it's who run the planet Earth.
And that's what I say about when you just wait for information to be given to you. See, you start just taking it in that form. Why would I think I'm God?
Do we have to wait?
Why would I think I'm supreme being? Why would I think if I think it, I can manifest it? I tell people that shit all the time. Yo, you can think about something, that shit can be right there in front of you. You can think it and make it so.
Oh, you gotta make it happen though. We ain't gonna deal with no Harry Potter shit.
No, but you can.
We ain't gonna deal with no Jack in the Box.
No,
weird
but
shit.
you can.
We gonna deal with, you think
and make it so.
It's D and D. You can think it, but remember, naturally, we think about some weird shit that was just not gonna be manifested in reality, like us flying in the air. You have to have wings.
No, that's
or you have to make something to substitute that so we can be flying in the air like we have airplanes today. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna deal with reality. We're not gonna try to jump off a roof talking about we're flying with no fucking wings or no equipment to be able to fly.
Not indeed, but I feel like when you're a God being, I feel the one thing I really 100% believe, the brain is the most powerful thing on a person's body. You can think any muscle is stronger than the brain. It's not. The brain runs everything. The brain holds everything. Everything that moves on you first makes sense in the brain. It has to be here for it to be anywhere else.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I know we all done. I'm not gonna stun. There's some shorties out there been, I'm at this bitch. I'm on this bitch. Because once you believe, you can do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
how many times something done been talked, or you done talked yourself into some shit and you done did it. You know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker, your turn. Oh shit, man, nah, fuck that. You got this shit. Hold on. And it transpired. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that is a lot of shit they take from us, I think and I believe, in what we just believe in self. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that's why we don't believe in each other, because we don't believe in self.
And that's why this was the first chapter.
True indeed.
To add on. The first chapter. I'm trying to get individuals to see themselves for who they are. And moving forward.
That's a hard ass thing.
First thing. Deal with yourself. We deal with ourselves. That's why it's the first chapter. You see what I'm saying? Trust in the vision of who you are, and and research. You know what I mean? But you definitely hit that on the note.